told you we had a surprise trip coming for you. I'm not even sure if I'm going to tell you today what we're going to be doing.
Hello, Hunter. Now, apologize for the background sound. My microphone wasn't working good the other day, and we didn't figure out what was going on with it yet. But it's a very pricey microphone. I might need to get just a cheap microphone just for the car to plug in for just the car. I might need to just order a cheap one just for the car, you know. Hello, Donald from Ohio. Hello, hey. Michael. So, I have no idea how the cell signal's going to go. We're on the road, though, so hopefully it's decent.
Look at those colors. On a cloudy day, it's still a pretty color. We're heading for the sunshine and Chattanooga. But I'm not going to tell you what we're doing there. But it does have to do with fall leaves.
Donald said, sounds good to me. Hi, Camry Bars.
Well, we had some snow on the ground today and some sleet and some flurries as we were leaving town in November. Uh-oh. Ryan Hall, y'all said.
Oh, thank you, Hunter. He said he followed us on Facebook. Thank you, Hunter. So last night or yesterday, I had an edited video out from the Ober Mountain at the wildlife habitat. And I know not everybody likes zoos and stuff like that, you know. The thing of it is, in my opinion, a zoo is important for education. Now, some zoos...
And a haven for those who can't send back to nature.
There are some animals in zoos that cannot go back to nature because they've had some sort of an injury or whatever, you know.
Right, why not use them to help?
And so they become ambassadors, and that's why they're in zoos. Now, as far as the type of zoo, in my opinion, some of the habitat areas up there at Ober Mountain are way too small for some of the animals. The bears need a bigger, more natural habitat. The foxes need a bigger, more natural habitat. The bobcats need a bigger, more natural habitat, you know. That's my opinion, you know. And I think they should work on that because they've got enough space up there. I think they should work on having a broader, bigger habitat for those type of animals that are there. The otters seem extremely happy in their habitat, you know, but
the otters are happy.
Yeah, but the bears and the foxes and the bobcats, you know, do not seem like happy campers. They're fed well, but, you know, they do not seem, they need something a little more natural. They need to redo the habitat for those animals. But I showed it because it's there for education. It's an important thing for education. And because there's too many, Nancy said to me, there's too many people out there that think that they could walk right up to, you know, a wild animal and not just a bear. I mean, there's people over in the other national parks that walk up to the bison. Just walk right up and try to get a selfie with the bison. I mean,
and a grizzly.
You know, it's the word ignorant does not mean stupid. It means lack of knowledge. And the ignorance that is out there of people that do not have the knowledge to not walk right up to get a selfie with a wild animal, you know, these things, need to educate, and they need to have better enclosures for those animals. That's my opinion. Hello, Howard. And so last night, yesterday I got up at 5 a.m. I was absolutely exhausted. Need to not be exhausted. It helped me to not be exhausted. I was still Donnie was packing for this road trip. You know, needless to say, we did not go out for a drive. And Donnie was really packing. So, hello, Tina. Did you see any snow last night, Howard? Hello, Barry.
I think Donald said he saw some.
Donald from Ohio had some, and I'm sure, I don't know how much. Bill and Julia in Ohio had some. He sent me a photo, but he didn't have that much compared to Nancy. Nancy had a good dose of snow. She's a happy camper. Nancy loves the snow.
Nancy Snow. That's what her last name should be. My name is Nancy Snow.
Tina said they got a lot of snow there in Pequot, Ohio.
We're going to drive about 70 miles and stop at Buc-ee's. It's right on the way. I hope.
I didn't know there was a Buc-ee's on the way.
You know what? Going to Chattanooga, maybe there isn't.
There might
I'll
not
bet it's
be.
going to. That's right.
Yeah, going across the other way, there's a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a. I don't know.
There's a Buc-ee's between us and Nashville. But we're not heading for Nashville.
We're heading south.
Come on, chat.
Michael said hello to the Irishman. Hello, Grant. Said we just left Pigeon Forge this morning.
A little bit of flurries blowing around the car right now outside Mountsville. 36 degrees according to the car, but the car usually runs about 3 degrees more. Look at that expensive equipment on the road going do jobs. Thank you, Lord, for the blessed economy of needing to move this equipment around. And
Hey, I think I see some snow flurries. There's some. Is it? Did you say that? I was reading comments.
Oh, she was reading comments. Everybody. Okay. Yeah, we had a few flurries.
Hi, Tara Donation. Grant said they were in Pigeon Forge since Wednesday to today. They're supposed to leave tomorrow. They were supposed to leave tomorrow, but they just left. Tara said, I think you do too. She saw some snow flurries.
We'll try to catch you next time.
How much snow did you get, Tara? Tara got a good amount of snow too up there in Kentucky. She's in northern Kentucky.
Tara is?
Yes.
Shelbyville's not.
Yes, it's up there near Louisville.
Is it? I thought Sevierville is only like, oh no, it's just 2 hours from here or 4 hours?
4.
4. Yeah. 4 hours to get you more than halfway through Kentucky.
Oh, Tara said just flurries. Okay. My family got a good bit of snow. I'm gonna post the photos.
Yeah, they had lake effects.
Grant said West Virginia got a bit last night. We are mountaineers from West Virginia. That is a good state. We like that state.
We like it. Mountain Mama, take me
Donald
home.
from Ohio said it's currently 27 degrees here and everything is covered, but the roads are good. Time to set up the tree. Tara said, yeah, she's next door to Louisville.
Louisville.
Cammy said tomorrow's Veterans Day, and that's a good reminder. Donnie said, check your local restaurants and stuff because a lot of them will give away a free meal to your veterans. That even includes breakfast. Your veteran could literally go out to eat all day long, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and have free meals all day.
Golden Corral.
So,
Cracker Barrel.
take your ID with you, veterans.
Texas Roadhouse.
And everyone take your veterans out and let them have food
right.
all day long. Donnie said, Donnie was excited because he goes, here we are going on the road. He goes, and I'm going to check out to see if I get a free meal all day long tomorrow.
Now, one restaurant, Outback Steakhouse, is doing today and tomorrow for veterans. So there's my steak for today. And tomorrow, even though tomorrow is Roadhouse. And Roadhouse, you don't have to eat there that day. All you need to do is come in and sign their little piece of paper and get your certificate that lasts a whole year, up till the end of the year. So you don't have to go that. So I'm gonna get my. If I see a Roadhouse, I'll get my certificate, and then I can go to breakfast at Cracker Barrel, lunch at Outback, and dinner at Golden Corral. All
Hi, Nancy. Grant asked if we were at Dollywood for Christmas. Yes, we just posted we were live, right? A live stream?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, we were live streaming on this channel, not your channel. We were live streaming. Plus, I recorded a video. I recorded the choir and singing at the church. I'm going to post that as a separate video as well. And also, I'm going to... I walked around, so I'm going to post that on my nature channel also.
And Santa pointed right at me. Like he was like, yeah, you better be good. I'm like, oh, me? Oh, me?
Have a good day, Grant.
Thanks for stopping by.
He's going to check out that live.
There's a lot of beautiful trees, a lot of fall colors. Some trees haven't even changed color yet, so we still have a long fall to go.
We pray that you, Michael, that you and your wife both have good results on your tests. Whatever tests are getting done, that you have good results.
No confusion.
Hey, Doug, D&T in Tennessee. He's probably working, but he's popping in to say hi.
We speak wisdom over the doctors and divine confusion. Proper diagnosis on the first try.
There's still some pretty color out there, y'all. Even though it's getting a little bit more on the brown side. It's still got some brown and dark gold.
Yeah,
A
depending
little
on
bit
where
of
you're at.
orange, a little bit of orange.
There's a few trees that are still real bright. Awesome.
I found out those trees that have the leaves on them we love so much. I always forget what the name of it is. Seems like every year, and we got to remember it's called the sugar maple.
Sugar.
Maple.
That's the one that turns red and yellow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, there's yellow maple, red maple, brown maple, maple syrup.
Nancy said she was going to say oak or maple. Yeah, it's the maple. That's my favorite fall color tree, maple. And then there's I think it's sumac. Now there's a poison sumac, but there's other kinds of sumac as well. And those turn this beautiful red. Those are absolutely gorgeous. But just don't get the poison sumac. Get the other kind.
The name of that tree always sounds like something that would come up on the screen during a Batman and Robin fight. Sumac.
Nancy said, LOL.
Coming up on an exit called Cedar Bluff. Believe it or not, I used to travel every day this far just to go to work.
Nancy said it's 28 degrees where she's at in Ohio, but it feels like 20. Must have a big wind chill then. Cracker Barrel says, joy to the table. They want Joy to come to the table.
Well, I'll be. I love it.
Did you see that billboard?
I sure did.
Cracker Barrel said, joy to the table.
And it had a little dessert there. With some sugar squeezed on top.
Nancy said it's definitely cold and cold tomorrow, and then goes back to 54 on Wednesday. Tara said that Grandfather Mountain was 12 degrees this morning with the wind chill of minus 12.
That'll make an old man out of anybody.
You know, I saw on Facebook, there's a bear page, you know, where they rescue bears, you know, and stuff. I think bear cubs maybe that lost their mothers or whatever. And I think it's in Canada. This particular one is out of Canada. But they posted a whole bunch of, in the back of a pickup, a whole bunch of, somebody made these crates, has dens, these den crates for the bears. And they're going to put them out so that some of these bear cubs can have a den to hide in, you know, or maybe they're even young mothers or whatever, you know. And I thought that was awesome because, you know, people do that for the stray cats and stuff. And I always applaud people that do that they make something for cats to get in and stay warm through the winter months. Hey, Carla Vision.
Hi, Carla. We are.
Cammy and Tara are praying for Michael and his wife. always appreciate our viewers that'll pray for each other. I want to thank everybody again that was helping Donnie with his hours. And I learned something new. I learned something new about the hours. When somebody is watching YouTube without being signed into an account, if they're watching as a guest mode or incognito or whatever, YouTube does not count those hours whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. If you are someone that actually wants to help a creator that's trying to get their hours, like Donnie was, and then like Nancy is now trying to get her hours, you know. Our friend Cynthia's, you know, slowly working on her channel, but she's not in a hurry. Nancy's got her subscribers, but she's trying to get her hours. When you all are here and you actually have a signed-in name like you do, like Michael and Carla and Tara, Cammie, Our Treasured Home, Donald from Ohio, all of you that have a name on here, even Grant, Donnie, you know, channel, all these channels that have a name on them, you all are helping people. Mo Partina, you know, all Berry, Hunter, all of those names like that, and the rest of you that have an actual name, and it doesn't even have to be your real name. You don't even have to have your real name
Signed in.
but you have to sign in with some sort of a name in order for the creator that you're watching to get the credit for the hours. I learned that this morning, you know, so that's good to know. And if you want to help, you know, if you're watching on TV and you're not signed into any kind of an account, and the thing of it is all you have to do is have an email. It doesn't even have to be your real email. You can make up a new email account, and it could be "Fall is beautiful" or whatever, you know, and something or other. You could make up an account, something, and then sign into YouTube and say,
stupidisastupidell.com
and say, "I love leaves" or whatever as your account. It doesn't matter what your name is. It don't have to be your real name. I think, and that right there, I'm gonna see if we're buffering because that was buffering.
See, once every one of after we thought of this idea, because after all the channels have watched a video, we thought, well, let's watch it from guest, thinking that's another view.
Because I was told to do that.
And it is not true.
It's not true.
So YouTube has to prove to the people that make those commercials and sell those commercials that they're being watched.
It just has to be signed in on an account, you know. It just has to be signed in. So, if you want to help creators, you know, watch from a signed-in account. Just make up a signed-in account if you don't have one, you know. And it can be some, like I said, some random email that you don't even use for anything other than watching YouTube or something, you know, or other than watching any social media. So, you know, the funny thing is, it was like, it was, and you can't erase your history either, because if you erase your history, you're erasing the hours that you helped that person to get their hours too. clear your history on your what you know, that way it counts. And so we found out this. We've had some friends that would delete their history, and so every day we'd say, the hours are up. The next day, the hours are down. The next day, the hours are up. The next day, the hours are down. And it went back and forth and back and forth. And it's because our friends were hitting clear the history and didn't know that clears the watch hours. It was like, what in the world is happening here? This doesn't make any sense. And Nancy said even about Donny's channel, it's like Donny does one live stream a week. So if his hours went down in a week, you can understand. But like on a daily basis, it didn't make any sense. And that's why it was like, oh, somebody, found out. That's why I started researching it. I was like, man, this is odd. Michael says, I love you, Joy and Donny. Thank you, Michael. We love you too. We love you all.
Bless you, Michael. Watch those teachings on healing from Kenneth Hagin.
Kenneth Hagin was a Baptist, and he learned healing when he was on he called it the sick bed. He was on his sick bed at 17 years old. He had a miracle healing, and then he went on to teach about healing the rest of his life. And when he passed on in his 80s, he wasn't even sick. He said he never really had a full sick day in his life after that. After he was on his sick bed at 17, he said he never really had a full sick day in his life, because every time that he started to feel even a cold coming on or any kind of thing coming on him, he would just pray the healing scriptures over himself.
I'd go to prayer.
And he'd go to prayer and pray those scriptures, and within hours, it would be off of him, whatever it was, And we actually saw him preach in person. Such an honor to see him, And so he had a lot of wisdom. That Kenneth E. Hagin had a lot of wisdom. And so when he passed away in his 80s, all he did was he was sitting at like the breakfast table, and he was sitting there, and he put his head down, and he transitioned over to heaven right then and there, just like that. And that's what he believed God, not to have a sick day, not to go out sick. And he went out in just like boom, put his head down, went to heaven immediately. Tina said, thanks for the info, Joy. Yeah, thank you. Tina said she cleared her history last night. She didn't know it would hurt channels. Yeah, just leave the history there, because it doesn't hurt anything to have it there as history. It doesn't hurt a thing. Now, what I do as far as clearing history is I don't clear history. What I do is sometimes YouTube will show me a video that I didn't like. They'll show a video like up next. They'll show a video that I did not request to see, and I, didn't. That's not the content that I want to watch. But YouTube just shows it to you automatically. Now, I will clear that one video, all of history. I'll just clear that one video if it's content that it's like I didn't subscribe for that. I don't want to watch that. I'll just clear that one video out, and that's it. You know. I'll just say remove that one video from history. Driving through towers, so Donnie never knows when we're doing that, so he might start talking.
Oh, it gives you a quick little...
It was being a little pixelated.
Stumble between towers?
Yeah, it does that.
Well, I appreciate the government building towers on the main highways. Businesses can keep track of their vehicles, and communications are good all on the major highways. Thank you very much, Uncle Sam. By the way, they got that vote last night, so the things are looking up with that too.
You're getting a little too far. I don't like you getting that close to a semi like that. Chattanooga.
Well, actually, yeah, we're going south to Chattanooga, and they were just coming into peak last week when I called them. We were actually going to go do this trip last Thursday, and they said it was still pretty green there, so I postponed it to Tuesday, and I think it might be prettier too because there's been rain. A lot of the leaves we were seeing were all crinkled up and dried out. Rain will help open those leaves up. We're still getting here, so we're heading south and west. Should get even better.
Thank you, Carla. She said she shared the live.
We're going to be getting there about 2 hours before we can check in. So we're going to go find out where we're going and what we're doing. Tomorrow's supposed to be a sunny day. Woohoo! That was another reason I postponed it. It promised beautiful weather tomorrow. Even though it's like 26 at night. Oh, there's one of those crosses with a phone tower in it. some kind of hero. My brother, he likes Bach and Beethoven and classic music, and he tried to culture me a little bit. But just it didn't work all well.
Tara asked what we're doing in Chattanooga.
Oh, I don't know if I want to tell you yet. We're chasing leaves, but we're going to be looking for the leaves from a different vantage point than we ever have before. We're doing something the channel has never done before. I'm sure other channels have, but that's where we're headed. So you'll just have to wait till tomorrow, and of course tomorrow, if there isn't a live stream where we're going, then it'll have to be a video. But we hope to live stream it. The sun has definitely forsaken us when it comes to summertime.
Tara said the snow is accumulating a little bit. 75 at the Kentucky-Tennessee line on I-75.
Before he even stopped driving, the side door came open before he even stopped. Maybe he was feeling sick or something. Wow, that was weird.
Keep your distance between.
I will always have a place in my heart for a big old RV because I owned one. Last night there's a show where this guy, he goes and buys them at auction after they've had water damage, fire damage, something like that. And he could get a $100,000 RV that's 10 years old. I mean a $400,000 RV that at 10 years old is worth about $150,000 for $8,000. And then he puts about $10,000 into it and puts it back out there. He wouldn't say how much he would resell it for, but you can find out. And I thought, man, some of them were just, like one of them was just $500,000 RV and there was a fire underneath the dashboard. And he got that thing for like $3,000. And all it was a fire under the dashboard. I thought, no, that's the way to get an RV.
Carolina.
Definitely getting warm in here now. We have a praise report that God turned the heat on in this car. He made it start working on our last trip.
So God is blessing road trips.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Exit 60, Lost Sea. Must be a little theme event thing.
There's a cabin looking thing there. Looks like a designer home.
That red that we just passed, I think that's like sumac. If we left about 11, we're going to be there at 1 o'clock. End road work. Didn't see any. Carla Vision said she's in her kitchen watching us and making pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread. Donnie loves pumpkin bread. Pumpkin muffins, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin bread, pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin pie. Let's not forget the old traditional pie. But
I'd rather have a little bit of whipped cream with my pumpkin pie.
Is this snow on some of these trees?
Sure, it could be frost, but I think it's snow.
I think there's snow on these trees over here to the right.
Yeah. Most definitely snow.
Carla said there's only 2 ingredients. This must be a box.
I like the Libby's pumpkin bread that comes with a can in the box. That's the one that I seem to have the most good luck making.
Cammy said yes, no.
Oh, Cookouts, exit 49. Too early for that.
Too early for that. Nancy said she sees snow.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
I see snow. It's flurrying. I see snow flurries
Let it snow.
blowing.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Donnie loves road trips.
Road trip.
It's exciting for him. It makes him almost feel like he's underway, right? Like because he was Coast Guard.
Oh yes, underway as before. And one of the things I have to curtail is turning the motor on too soon. I like starting the motor on the car. That motivates me to get things packed and going. And then Joy's just not ready to go, and I have to go back out and turn the car off. Like, oh, she's not ready. Before you get underway, you start up the engines. I spent over 5 years at sea in my 13 years in the Coast Guard. Of course, a lot of that 5 years was not, away from the dock, but all of it was living on board.
Hey, Christina. Christina wanted to know what we're doing in Chattanooga.
Christina, I'm not telling you yet. You will find out tomorrow.
Donnie's hoping we'll see some fall colors from a different vantage point, he said. Oh, look, okay, look at these bright over here.
Here they are.
These bright colors right here to the right. I think those are sumac. They're gorgeous.
Wow. Whew. I'd like to sit right close to them and paint one. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We're chasing leaves. Pardon me rolling. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? dark red over in the corner there. Not that one, but like more red. Yeah, taking you along with us wouldn't be so good with the old cameras. With such a wide angle lens, you can really enjoy the whole scene. Has a veterans Target has veterans discount on Veterans Day. Everywhere though. One thing's for sure, I'm not paying for lunch or dinner or breakfast tomorrow. I'll probably have to sneak out in the morning.
Except for me.
Go get some breakfast.
Hello, Dolly.
And come back before Joy even wakes up. Wow, that's right. So we'll be going live around noon tomorrow. If everything goes well, or we'll be starting a vlog. If it doesn't, if we don't have reception, but we should.
Well, I'll definitely do a vlog, but...
And if the reception's not good, as we move around, it up as a blog.
Nancy said that's awesome, Donny.
I didn't hear you.
Nancy said it's awesome, Donny.
Oh yes. It's gonna be awesome. I got that Chattanooga choo-choo song in my head. What other songs have snow in them?
Pardon me, boys.
There's room, right?
Yeah, that was...
What else? What other songs have snow in them? Anybody can think of a song that has snow besides Let It Snow, Let It Snow?
Pardon me, boys. Is that the
Chattanooga choo-choo? Yeah. On track 49. It only cost you. see. Frost is on the pumpkin, and the haze is in the barn. Yeah, it'll snow in that song. Isn't there like snowflakes falling in some song? Oh! Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that land on my nose and eyelashes. I thought of another song.
I simply remember my favorite things.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Boy, it's been a long time since brown paper packages came tied up with string. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that land on my nose and eyelashes. Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Anybody remember what musical that came from? Dum, 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 dum. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Can you tell I sang in a couple of musicals in high school and 50 years ago? Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles. In the hair of a miniature poodle. Oh, I love Thanksgiving. Squash and sweet potato. Still flurries, but no worries. Bring that up. There's another one down here. It's not on.
Why isn't it saying
Fuse is blown. How about this one? Let's see if the one between the seats is working.
it wasn't?
That trailer's getting blown around by the wind.
Carla said her pumpkin bread is in the crock pot. Added Hershey's special dark chocolate chips and some
I've
sweet
heard of
shredded
that.
coconut.
I've heard about cooking in your crock pot. You know, that's really good too, because if we have no electricity, our battery backup system can still run the crock pot and give us hot food. So
Yeah, Nancy said The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. may have sung for a million years. My heart's running out with the sound of music. Definitely Buc-ee's. And there's a Buc-ee's in 83 miles. We've only got 36 more to go. So we're not going there. Why everybody have to slow down? I don't know. Yeah, my mom was really into musicals when I was growing up. She would play the piano and I would sing the songs. It's too bad my parents didn't follow up on that more. They probably could have taken me a little further, helped me a little more.
Darlene said it sounds delicious, Carla. Nancy said it sounds yummy. Carla said it sure does.
How do you prepare the crock pot so that it don't stick?
Darlene said, where in Chattanooga are you coming to? Are you in Chattanooga, Darlene?
We're going to Lookout Mountain for the night.
There's a hotel over there near Lookout Mountain, so we're going there for the hotel tonight. Carla said, Donnie, I use a crock pot liner. So it doesn't stick.
Oh, like a pastry paper? Is it an actual liner, like a coffee filter, but it's made for a crock pot kind of liner? I haven't seen that before. Where's that in the grocery store?
Darlene said she lives right outside of Chattanooga.
Oh, boy. Well, I hope we can do more than just wave at you on the way by. I'd love to see you.
Those colors, those fall colors.
Well, Darlene, how are the colors around you? Starting to get a little brown up where we're at. We're crossing the Hiawassee River.
It's a rotisserie bag.
Oh, rotisserie.
We are heading to Chattanooga for to enjoy the fall colors. Hopefully, we see fall colors there. When Donnie talked to them, they said that the colors should be really good this week. Camry said it's supposed to be in the 20s tonight. Okay, so it's great down there right now. The mountains are at their best, full of color. Woo, yay. Darlene said Lookout Mountain is beautiful right now. Carla said, Donnie, they have crockpot liners in the aisle with Ziploc bags.
Okay. I actually used my battery backup system cook something in a crock pot just to see if I could have hot food when there was no power, and it worked. But it was one of those small ones, not a big one.
Tara said, we use crock pot liners all the time. It sure makes cleanup a lot easier.
Oh, I'll tell you, I'm going to buy those.
What are they made of? Are they made of like wax paper or something?
Wax paper or maybe regular paper. There's a thing called a pastry paper, which you can put in an oven and it doesn't burn.
Tara said, in fact, FedEx just dropped off another box of 20 of them for her. She said they're plastic. Huh, the plastic doesn't melt in the crock pot?
Huh.
Tara said the crock pot doesn't get hot enough to melt it. Huh, interesting.
Huh.
It's made out of the same stuff like the oven cooking bags for turkeys and chicken.
Okay. Yeah, that's safe plastic. That's not going to happen. I mean, I never microwave in plastic anymore. I haven't microwaved in years.
We don't even have a microwave in the house.
Yeah, we don't even own one now, but you do not want to microwave anything in plastic. What's the carcinogens in your food? That's great. I have a food invention that as soon as I get my own food channel going, I'm going to promote. Songs don't have the words like they used to. Those old musicals had great lyrics. Robin feathering its nest has a little time to rest, gathering and twine and twig. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. That song is more like an account full of money helps the medicine go down. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought that was a wreck. It was a bump. I thought someone had swerved off the road and they were in the process of cleaning up a wreck. Turned out it was one of those drills that punches a hole under the highway. Drainage. chips the wood and spreads out the chips all at the same time. That's pretty good. Mary makes the day all right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Funny thing is, I never really liked musicals because my mom made me sing so many of them.
She said maybe it was something with the window that was making the heat not work in the bug.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Our window isn't hooked up to anything though. It has no electronics or rear view mirror hooked to it. But that's funny that it's I'm trying to remember if it was before or after we had it replaced. Now, it was after we had it replaced. It was before we had it replaced that the heat came on. The heat came on a highway in North Carolina. All of a sudden, I was like...
Nancy said God works in ways above our thinking.
I'm telling you, appreciate that.
Ruby Falls.
Some pretty yellows.
We should see where Ruby Falls is.
Yeah. I guess I figured it's probably some airline pilot that named that mountain Lookout Mountain. Look out! Mountain! Pull up! Look out! Mountain!
Ruby Falls is 34 minutes.
From here?
Yeah.
We are still 21 minutes from the place. Wow. Well,
The Ruby Falls is a 145-foot high underground waterfall located within Lookout Mountain near Chattanooga, Tennessee.
wow.
Oh.
So maybe it was the guy in the canoe that got to the edge of the falls and said, "Look out! There's a waterfall in the mountain." Well, since we can't check in until 3 o'clock, should you want to punch that in to see how long it would take us to... It said 34 minutes?
You want me to put it on here?
Yeah, hit, make sure you hit save on that one. Or, what do you call that? Favorites. Oh, add a stop. Touch add a stop and put in Lookout Mountain for the falls. Chattanooga, so we're not in a big hurry, but
This one says 32 minutes. This one says 8 minutes. I'm confused. Oh, it adds 8 minutes. Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
added the falls.
So now we're going to Ruby Falls.
Okay.
Woohoo! That was a little unplanned detour. That's exciting because I've heard about Ruby Falls for years and years and years, and I'm like,
Oh yeah. And it just we'll do you need to look it up and find out how much it costs to get in or whatever. Hopefully it's a state-owned thing or just parking or something.
it says tickets are 19 to 42.
19.
19 to 42. The 19 is the child price, by the way.
Probably military's down in there too.
Senior is 28.
Oh my. But that's the whole tour of the whole underground thing, I suppose. Well, we'll see what there is.
Yeah, there's different tours.
Yep, we're getting a few more yellows now. A little bit more color coming in. And of course, today is partly cloudy. Tomorrow is full sun, so we're looking forward to it even being prettier.
I don't think it's a national park, is it? Because you would get free if it was.
Yeah, it'd be free or a few bucks to park. Oh yeah, speaking of parking, we gotta make sure that sticker gets back up in the window.
Darlene said Rock City is a beautiful place to visit on the mountain also.
I love rocks. Fascinated with rocks. Oh, we are getting into some color here. Alright.
That's what we said. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Woo-hoo.
On track 49. It only cost you a dime.
How far's Rock City, Darlene?
Well, Detroit is Rock City. But that's a different kind of rock. Alright. Unmuffled engine braking prohibited. Here comes some really pretty tree. And there's some blue sky. We are entering Hamilton County. Nice little rest stop right there on the right side of the road. Oh my goodness, look at this view. Wow. Pretty mountain view. Watch out for deer.
go to the Medal of Honor Heritage Center. It's right by the aquarium. Darlene said that Rock City is near Ruby Falls.
Okay. Well, we'll just buy a Ruby Falls postcard and take a picture of it.
Ruby Falls is a privately owned tourist attraction.
Okay, that's
An
fine.
underground waterfall, cave tour, elevator access, and scenic overlooks.
Okay.
Discovered in 1928 and operated for profit ever since.
Well, we'll have to miss out on that one on this trip. Come on. Keep waiting for this guy to change lanes and he keeps chickening out. There he goes. Yeah. The Linen King. That were clean rules. Well, let's go check out that mountain. I'm sure it's beautiful. We'll get some pictures, check out Rock City, and then we'll check in.
Okay, so veterans don't get in free to either one of those parks, either one, Ruby Falls or Rock City.
Alrighty. Well, what about tomorrow? First thing I want to look for is the Outback Steakhouse, since they have something today for veterans.
Rock City is a top lookout mountain on the Georgia side, 6 miles from downtown Chattanooga. It's also privately owned, commercial tourist attraction, ancient rock formations, botanical gardens with over 500 native plant species. Visitors can see 7 states on a clear day. Opened in 1932. Emphasizing natural wonders and family-friendly paths. Veterans do not get in free or receive any discount.
Oh, Volkswagen Drive. We should find out what that is.
It has wildlife, refuges, and forests. Oh no, that's who, okay. Veterans get into wildlife refuges and forests and national parks with their America the Beautiful pass for veterans. Rock City does offer military discounts, typically up to 15% off tickets for active duty personnel, veterans, and sometimes dependents. This must be verified through ID.me at purchase and apply to advance online tickets, which are always cheaper than gate prices. Standard adult day admission starts at $25 to $30 depending on the date and time. Peak versus off-peak.
Look at that. Oh yeah, we're definitely back into some color. There's some beautiful reds over there. The whole side of a hill is pine trees lined by red trees. Good.
Tina said, look at Eagle's Nest Lookout.
Well, Rock City's got a lookout.
Tara said there is an Outback Steakhouse in Chattanooga.
Yeah, it's near where we're going to stay.
She put the address in.
I'll call ahead too, because they may not all have the. Now, the thing I saw online said that Outback was going to honor today as well for veterans, because it's actually today is the holiday. I don't even think banks are open today. Tomorrow's Veterans Day.
Eagle's Nest, often called Eagle's Nest or Eagle's Nest Quarry, located on the northern slopes of Lookout Mountain near Chattanooga. I didn't know Chattanooga had this much to do. Is a state park, specifically part of the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park. What's that noise? Which is managed by the National Park Service as a unit of the U.S. National Park System, acquired in the 1920s to 1930s through local preservation efforts led by figures like Milton and Chattanooga Lookout Mountain Park Association. The site was transferred to the federal government in 1934 and incorporated into a military park to honor Civil War history. Ooh, cool. While preserving its natural features. Today it serves as a free, lesser visited hiking area amid an abandoned quarry with eerie ruins of planned hanging gardens, including crumbling concrete, eagle sculptures, wildflowers, short trails, and scenic overlooks, offering a quieter contrast to nearby commercial spots like Ruby Falls and Rock City.
Oh, well, let's go there.
Access is via Cravens House Road off US 64 with about 1 to 2 miles of moderate hiking. I'm not going to hike for miles.
Oh, of course not.
No facilities or fees, but wear sturdy shoes for rocky terrain. Huh. Veterans with an America the Beautiful pass or free annual military pass do get in free at Eagle's Nest, as the entire Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park, including this site, waives entrance fees for pass holders, covering standard amenities like parking and trails. There are no on-site fees anyway, but the pass ensures access to a broader park unit without restrictions.
Well, you want to put that in?
The park is open daily from sunrise to sunset, with potential seasonal events tied to Civil War commemorations.
Putting in another change order, Mr. GPS.
If Donnie knew about these other things, he'd have probably planned for them.
Chickamauga Dam and Airport off of that way. Skip the high volume of mountain
Okay, it's taking me to Ontario, so it's not even getting here.
When you were reading that description, it said this road off of US 24 goes right to it. And I thought, well, let's look for that road. Or we could go to Atlanta. I didn't realize it. Never had to put a password in to get a GPS to work. Let's pull over somewhere and figure out what's going on.
Because I had downloaded Google Maps and it wasn't coming up on Apple Maps.
It wasn't coming up. That's good. What about the other map? The one that we always use.
What's the other one called? You probably don't have it on here either. What's it? Another map.
I only have two. I only have one, actually. If you would read that description again, it says the name of the road off of US 24 that takes you there. Double click.
Still wants you to sign in. You must have it that way. You must have programmed that way.
I thought it said double click to download.
And to install it, you have to sign your password in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Evan Rood says there's an Outback Steakhouse in the Hamilton Place Mall area. You just passed it on your left. Oh. Tina said the lookout is near Ruby Falls and it's free.
Okay.
Tara said Chattanooga has a huge aquarium that's on her list to go to. David said he lives in Chattanooga. This one's downloading. That one won't download without you signing your password in.
very pretty.
Very pretty. See the
Definitely past peak,
mountains. They told you they thought it would be peak this week, huh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of good color, but I think the main one would be last week. Chattanooga lookouts. What Chattanooga lookouts mean? There's some blue sky peeking through.
Evan said, "Look out,
International
mountain."
Towing and Recovery Museum.
Evan Root said, "Look out, mountain is just ahead of you." Snow flurries.
That's going up to Nashville. So, the International Towing and Recovery Museum. Well, we're going to jump into a gas station here or something like that. Yeah, pretty colors. I want to stay right out to Lookout Mountain Parkway. Right? Maybe that's a good thing. What was the name of the park?
What was it called?
Eagles Nest Lookout.
Yeah, something like that.
Permanently closed. One of them is permanently closed. Wow, look at these colors. Beautiful tree there. Hey, there's a paint store.
Okay, I found it on this one. I mean, it's on here.
Elder Ace Hardware.
Let me see your other phone.
Well, that bitch, that's Lookout Mountain right there.
Killer and on that situation. Life, peace, Holy Ghost, and miracles. In Jesus' name.
Sunny cup of coffee. Chattanooga coffee. Wendy's. Chattanooga City Parks office. Dollar General. Diesel is 50 cents more here than in Pigeon Forge. Okay, it says
See the flurries.
well, I was going to see if there was anything. You have your own freaking lane. You do not need to honk at me. What is your problem? Alright, I am back on track. Oh, look, a Publix. That'll be outstanding. I can buy a couple snacks and use the boys' room. want you need to go in?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, so thank you.
Is this Chattanooga now? We're in Chattanooga.
Yes, we're in Chattanooga now.
Well, it does some pretty color, but they don't look real bright, as bright.
Yeah, when the sun comes out, it'll look better. The old Bergen spots. Well,
Handcrafted said that's one of the nicest Publix in town. That's good to know. Oops, watch out. She dropped some things.
oh, let's take this one and let her have her own space. And there's one right there.
Alrighty. As soon as I unbuckle here.
Unbuckle. If I can find it.
PT, hello. Said mountains are getting snowy white back in the Smokies. Travel safety prayers. Thank you so much, Tony. All right, unbuckled, so now I can say.
So that does not look like that.
Thank you for watching. We love you, but Jesus loves you more. Thanks for hanging out.